자, 오늘도 시작합니다. 발더스 게이트. 지난 이야기, 일렉 양성소에 들어간 우리 주인공 일행이 이제 거스트리 치료를 받으려고 했으나 알고 보니 치료가 아니라 이게 뭐 고문도 아니고 뭐 어쨌든 말도 안 되는 것이어서 이제 따지러 가게 됩니다. 자, 그러면은 가보실까?
Feel free to suggest it. I'm sure she'll appreciate your input.
Think the Kithrak will cheer up when we find it?
I think we all will, when this pestilent search is finally over.
어쨌든 충분히 난장판을 만들었기 때문에 이제 연결 왜 있어?
Moving in.
이동해 보도록 하죠.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your kith
자, 루나 피시님 어서 오세요.
for now.
뭐 상명하고 또 적당히 해야지 뭐 이거. 안녕하세요.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The Istik is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything.
여러분 중에 배신자가 있습니다. 자, 모그리님 어서 오세요. 여러분 중에 배신자가 있습니다. 레이젤이 뒤질 뻔했다고요.
She speaks the truth, Kithrak.
A Sharlak? Among us? Whom would you accuse?
여기 의사입니다.
The Gustil? A strong accusation from the mouth of an Istik. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zalavlakith. Give it to me.
몰라, 보여준다.
No.
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Ah! Trickery? Heresy? How did you...
내가 한 게 아닌데요.
manipulate it when I cannot? You are forbidden to leave. Report to the Inquisitor at once. Deliver the prism. Do not try to leave, or it will be your death.
알았어요. 가면 되잖아.
The Inquisitor awaits. Follow the corridor.
유물 안에 있는 존재가 이제 기스양키를 되게 싫어합니다.
This place is even more foreboding than the rest of the crash.
You said it.
I'm more worried about this Inquisitor. Do you really think he'll help us?
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now.
그렇지, 간단하게 풀린 적이 없었지. 우리는 전투를 하게 될 것이다.
Our esteemed guest, please approach. My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Geik slave vessel.
Right. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geik ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
안 돼요. 이게 날 지켜준다고요.
Indeed. And what does it protect you from?
절대자의
If
목소리.
you hear that voice at all, then you are infected, and it is my people who need protecting from you. Hitasith!
에이씨.
Crush Yillik with me to the death.
자, 전사 브렐랄데스, 스캡대원 키라스, 신문단원 쿠스. 여기서 저장하자. 아이씨, 진짜.
Keep them guessing. A subtle approach.
Your life is over. Shema Salavaki.
자식이, 네가 쓰는 건 나도 쓴다. 강타.
Watch this.
촉수가 아니라 이게 정신 강탈 연결이라고 해서 정신에 연결해갖고 피해를 주는 겁니다.
Easy.
자신은 강화하고 말이죠. 이것들 파이터구만.
My injuries need tending.
아이씨. 한 번 더. 그렇지. 좀 맞춰봐 이씨 진짜.
Impressive resistance, but futile.
Smell blood.
괜찮아요. 아직 구할 수 있어요. 아우 좀 맞춰봐라.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
그렇지.
Inquisitor Wargas was potent. We are impressed.
My queen. Skathai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The deathless queen has spoken. You will obey.
정중하게 손을 흔든다. 일단은 따라는 해줍시다. 아이 부담스러워요.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child, my Leza.
Chma Zalav Lakith. You know me.
Our Lord of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Achaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief?
일단은 말을 맞춰봅시다.
Your utility is proven, but your heroism is yet to be witnessed. A test, then, to see if you are as capable as you profess to be. That weapon you carry, the astral prism, it is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken. A blight! They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the Astral Prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire! As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.
알았어.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the artifact. Be wary of the creature's lying tongue. Cut it out if you must. You will not leave this room until it is done.
Shma Zalav Lakith. We will not waste a second. Lakith has spoken. Do not leave this room except to enter the prism. Turn your back on me, and you will feel my blade against it.
알았다고. 뭐야? 힐 받아. 가자.
Don't do it.
오지 마. 아이 누군지 얼굴 좀 봅시다.
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. The concentration of psionic force is small but unmistakable. This must be a pocket of the astral plane. Boundless, timeless, like every dream that ever was stitched together. It is home.
자, 건너갈 수 있어. 홉.
What path lies before me?
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come. We will talk in private. Just the two of us.
좋아, 알았어.
I may have made a mistake trusting you.
왜
I
임마.
told you to stay away from the Githyanki. But you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? And now you've come here to murder me.
뭐래? 널 죽이러 온 거 아니야. 얘기하러 온 거지.
Very well. What do you want to know?
얼굴 피는 거 봐라. 왜 블라스키스가 널 죽이려고 하는 거냐?
Vlakith wants me dead because I know her secret.
It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule. The end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute.
I can hear your thoughts.
You think I'm lying. Vlakith warned you that I would try to deceive you, but consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning.
아이 뭐 이렇게까지 해. 아 일어나 엄마.
It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlakith will be furious, to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about.
그렇게 위험이 되면 왜 진작에 널 안 죽였냐?
She is trying her very best to kill me. By sending you, Vlakith is lying to her people. She pretends to know how Gith destroyed the Mind Flayer Empire. In truth, she knows nothing. If the Illithid Empire were ever to return, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you.
난 내 편을 지켜.
As do I. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You are on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. I hope you are ready to face Vlakith's wrath. The entire Kresh stands ready to kill you in her name. Good luck.
레이제 상대하는 거 이제 내일 내일이고 말이야. 죽이지 않을 거야.
Blasphemy! She warned you not to trust the one inside.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance.
에헤이 그러지 말고.
Skvar! You defy me, which means you have something to hide. I'm tempted to claw your brain from your skull, just to see what secrets slither inside. Fortunate for you, that head of yours has proven useful. We're leaving this place. Now.
좋아. 레이제 츤츤대지만 그래도 살려는 줍니다. 다른 기스양키였으면 벌써 칼날 나왔을 텐데.
Might be useful.
차원 속박.
Action, not reaction.
What to do? One day I'll catch a break.
자, 물질계로 돌아갑시다.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
Vlakith! Vlakith! I have wielded your fury as a blade, roared your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Skageth! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests me. A A trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlakith's favor yet.
그래?
Silence! I must think.
아, 알았어. 자, 이상한 도관. 얘네들 좋은 거 먹고 다니네. 야, 좋겠다. 자, 이제 라샌더의 피를 찾으러 갈 차례입니다. 라샌더의 피는 어디 있느냐? 이쪽에 있다.
Lathander blesses the rising bountiful sun.
떠오르는 은혜로라고 했으니까 석상이 동쪽을 바라보면 돼요. 이쪽이 동쪽.
Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell.
태양이 지는 부분이니까 이제 서쪽을 보게 하면 됩니다. 자, 티크님 어서
The
오세요.
statue starts to rotate, but its
Jam thing is
rusty
jam
mechanism jams stuck.
얘들아, 나와봐. 이쪽으로 와봐.
Looking ahead.
기름병 하나면 모든 것이 해결되지.
Maybe I should.
Nearly had it.
됐어.
The statues revealed a hidden door. Curious.
좋았어. 문이 열렸다. 아, 이번에 모구서판 이벤트요? 뭐 다들 열심히 하던데?
Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time.
좋아, 비밀의 방. 현판.
If thou readst this, trespasser, turn back, lest your life be forfeit.
뭐래? 라샌더의 피를 가지러 왔다. 자, 여기는 좀 신중하게 가야 됩니다.
Quick step.
말은 이렇게 했지만 사실 되게 신중하게 가야 합니다. 트랩들이 많기 때문에. 여명 파괴자. yes. 이게 절벽으로 밀어내는 역할을 하기 때문에. 잠깐만. 그쪽으로 가면 안 된다, 얘들아. 우와, 깜짝이야. 씨. 그다음에 이 밑에 크리스탈을 자, 현판에 뭐라고 써있는지 한번 다 뚫은 김에 한번 읽어보도록 하겠습니다.
Lathander's light may be infinite, but his mercy is not. Return. Now.
아, 계세요.
The Morning Lord's wrath awaits, heretic. Retreat whilst thou can.
진노고 나발이고. 자, 이것이 바로 유물인 라샌더의 피입니다.
No one back home will ever believe this.
내가 집을 거야. 라샌더의 피.
An ornate mace hovers before you, suspended in a shaft of brilliant light. A fist-sized piece of amber flecked with crimson is set in the handle, emitting a radiance all its own. This mace certainly has a very unusual design.
손을 넣어 철퇴를 꺼낸다.
You recall all the measures meant to keep you from reaching this place. Taking this mace would surely lead to something quite disastrous.
그래봐야 뭐 별일 있겠어? 철퇴를 챙겨야겠군. 아스타리온이 좋아합니다. 떳떳한 일은 아니란 뜻이죠.
Everything is in motion. All within these walls are doomed to destruction unless you act.
양선소 자포까지 4턴. 자, 이 장치들을 깨면 됩니다. 관통자.
Easy as.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Trust me.
괜찮아요. 우리 살아남을 수 있어요. 아마도.
Eager for battle.
어? 아, 아니에요. 된다니까?
No time to rest.
Hey, good looking. Got it.
괜찮아, 괜찮아, 괜찮아.
Soldier?
하나만 더 뽀개면 돼. 괜찮아.
Never a dull moment. Wasn't there?
아이씨, 진짜 사람 개 쫄리게 만드네, 진짜.
Never mind.
제가 여기에 있는 귀중한 보물을 훔쳤거든요. 그래서 지금 방범 시스템이 작동하고 있습니다. 됐다. 휴. 휴, 다행이야. 이제 전설 무기인 라샌더의 피를 획득했습니다. 라샌더의 축복. 긴 휴식당 한번 생명력이 0이 되면 2에서 12 생명력을 회복합니다. 9m 이내에 있는 아군도 1에서 6 생명력을 회복합니다. 라샌더의 빛. 6m 반경의 성스러운 빛을 비춥니다. 전투 시 빛 속에 있는 마족과 언데드는 건강 내성 굴림에 성공해야 하며 실패 시 실명 상태가 됩니다. 무기 마법 부여 3. 전설의 철퇴입니다.
Never wanted these.
We endangered the creche and its people. And to what end?
Does it matter? We managed to stop it.
우리 폭발 막았잖아.
Such insouciance. You cannot comprehend the destruction we nearly triggered.
에이, 좋은 게 좋은 거지. 자, 여튼 여기까지 왔으니 암벽으로 도망갑시다. 이제 산길에서 이제 언더다크 아니지 산길에서 이제 그림자 저주를 받은 땅으로 가는 길을 뚫어야 돼요. 봅시다.
I should speak up.
Thank you so much. I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared. Take a look.
부여파 색깔로 하얀
Now.
자, 이렇게 라샌더의 피도 무사히 파밍을 마쳤습니다. 아마 그리고 이쪽에 언데드들이 있을 거예요. 이 언데드들이
Don't touch me.
꽤 귀찮기
That took the
때문에
edge off.
구역질 디버프를 주는 언데드가 있어갖고 아이씨.
Time for a new. Let's move.
저 가스트란 언데드가 되게 성가십니다.
Can't slow down.
간다! 광자력 빔! 죽음의 양치기는 언데드를 살리는 능력이 있기 때문에 또 조심해야 됩니다.
Ought to do it.
야, 뭐 점프가 거의 워프요.
Time to move.
자, 이번엔 이걸로 지져보도록 하겠습니다. 솔라 파워! 좋았어. 봤느냐?
On my way.
이 무능한 것들.
One, two.
I am fury. I am death.
아이씨. 아이, 맞추라고.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
좋았어. 너 마비 언제 풀리냐? 죽으면 유독가스 뽑는 애가 아니라 이제 기본적으로 버프형으로 이제 자신한테 유독가스 상태를 내 달빛이네? 미안하다? 내 달빛이 너희에게 피해를? 미도가스를 내뿜는 친구라. 캐터릭
The
토론장.
Absolute's forces have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. A powerful asset. Just what are their intentions, I wonder? That might be worth a look.
이상하다. 여기 근처에 하라방탱이. 아, 그렇지.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
야영지에서 쉬고 있어요.
Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp?
아이, 그럼요.
And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you. My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
그래요. 식량이라면 나눠드릴 수 있어요.
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works, if only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
신의 전령으로 오셨다고요?
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider... Forgiveness?
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
신들도 이 상황을 알고 있으면 왜 우리만 위협에 맞서야 하는 거죠?
They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
게일에게만요? 왜죠?
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
지금 희생을 강요하는 거예요.
He is not. But it seems that Mystra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid.
Mina hastra mistrariel Idalion Thras Annas
It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
다른 길을 찾아볼 겁니다.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
I need a moment for the two of us.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
예상과는 좀 다르긴 했어.
The doddering act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms, perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
고민할 시간을 줄게.
Of course. Kind of you to stop by.
자, 이제 이렇게 해서 산길에서 할 수 있는 퀘스트는 다 끝이 났습니다. 그러면은 이제 그림자로 물든 땅으로 가도록 하겠습니다. 뭐야? 아이 깜짝이야. 당신은
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
아유 갑자기.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
그게 누구인지 아나?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave to still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
제이디스크 얘기는 진실이긴 했어.
Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me a Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
흠.
Vlaakith Kosivim Hrath Crashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
분광기에 든 자는 누군지 짐작이 가.
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
승천이란 건 무슨 의식이야?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
그렇구만. 그래, 계속 움직이자.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Chares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
그렇군. 자, 여튼 뭐 이렇게 레이젤의 이야기도 진행이 되었습니다. 자, 이제 발더스 게이트로 가서 이제 어떻게든 하면 됩니다. 자기가 믿고 있었던 것이 이제 큰 배신으로서 다가오는 거는 이제 레이젤 이야기의 핵심 중 하나죠. 발더스 게이트가 야영지에서 많이 먼가요? 네. 3장의 무대라서 일단은 꽤 멀리 가야 합니다. 자, 이제 그림자에 물든 땅으로 가도록 합시다.
If not over, then through. I have something to ask.
The past is nearer than we think. Well, let's see what you've got. That's all then.
라샌더의 피가 있으니 뭐
Publicly displayed.
걱정할 건 없지.
Dick pic, you piss pot.
That's what I said. Stick shit.
My mug's gone dry, stick shit.
You heard her, stick shit. Fill her up.
왜 이것들아?
Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off.
더럽게 이놈 새끼가.
You gotta be kidding. These trash don't have nothing on them but rocks.
Rocks.
시체를 살펴본다. 오, 뭔가 좀 있는데.
You spot a shiny trinket on one of the corpses.
손재주. 아이씨.
Hey, what are you? Oh, I get it. Something caught your eye, eh? That's grand. I'd be willing to let you take it too, for a mere pittance.
싫은데.
Then get your face out of mine.
Tempers are rising. Not for communal use. Tempers are rising. It's clear.
Some of us don't.
Not for communal use.
이놈 새끼들. 알았어, 더럽고 치사해서 그냥 간다 내가.
Any day.
자, 언더다크를 지나 이제 갑시다.
Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Zharg?
안 챙겼는데 왜?
If you're heading Moonrise way, you ain't getting far. Not without one of Nair's pixie lamps.
Toplands are clogged with the death dark. Choke you in no time.
Go on, get some air. But don't go cursing me if that shadow shit's nuts.
아이, 나 지금 팔라딘이란 말이야. 안 돼.
Will that be all your pissiness?
나도 머리 후려치고 가져가고 싶지. 근데 안 돼. 팔라딘이라.
On my way. More for me?
절대자 신도 탐험대 열쇠. 왜 팔라딘을 그만둬요? 할 게 얼마나 많은데 지금. 아니 근데 질서선 플레이를 하려면은 팔라딘이 재밌긴 해요. 팔라딘 재밌어. 나름 성능도 괜찮고. 그냥 이제 맹세 지키느라 이제 롤플레이가 좀 강조돼서 그렇지 뭐. 괜찮아. 자, 멤버 좀 바꿔봅시다. 보자.
Private word would be nice.
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people. And Lae'zel sorry, but I like...
Voila. (6레벨)
Pride of the gate. 결속. 바드 나쁘지 않습니다. 바드도 꽤 재밌어요. 일단 면전에 대고 쌍욕을 해서 정신력 피해를 주는 강력한 기술이 있기 때문에 재밌습니다. 좋아. 갈 준비가 됐다.
I won't have to worry about the sun, at least.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
Alas, it's the only path to Moonrise Towers. We have to push into the dark.
This place is heavy.
아, 이게 악기 없으면 휘파람도 부는구나.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there?
난 팔라딘이야. 무기를 걷어줘.
Whether we attack or not depends entirely on you, love. Come into the light. Hands high. Jonas, move in!
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
공포 영화.
Follow my voice. Come back to the
빛으로
light.
돌아와.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
뒤에 숨어. 내가 지켜줄게.
Not our style. Harpers, to arms!
좀비가 되었다. 이놈 자식들. 가만두지 않겠다.
Another fight. Let's go. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
치명타가 이게 좋거든. 네, 여기의 그림자 저주가 이런 거예요. 어둠으로 끌려가면은 지도새도 모르게 좀비가 됩니다.
Shit. The shadows struck you. Make every strike count.
miserable. What kind of dark is this?
Finish them off!
What now?
That's
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat. That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
좋아요. 가자 얘들아.
Place to step.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke
Jonas
of.
should be here with us.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Easy. She's with me. Come. Jahira!
발더스 게이트의 유명한 등장인물 자헤이랍니다. 왜 그래? 진정해. 난 위협이 아니야.
Well, I am certainly no innocent, Paladin. So I'll bind you with vines a moment longer, if you do not mind.
This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind.
예, 전작이랑 전정작에 나왔던 캐릭터예요. 난 참된 영혼이 아니야.
Stop! What's you doing? She's the one who saved us.
She's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is that possible?
이 유물 때문이지.
What in the hells is that thing?
일단 아는 거는 다 얘기해 줄게.
Congratulations.
You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then our interests align. We must all cure ourselves of the entire cult of the Absolute. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Damon might be knocking around here, right? Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
자이라가 도시에 살고 있다고?
Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
팬이었습니다.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
판매 목록 좀 보여줘봐. 자, 살 수 있는 게 뭐인지 봅시다. 강력한 의상. 황소의 힘. 황소의 힘을 얻고 근력이 2 상승합니다. 강제로 밀쳐지지 않으며 구속에 대한 내성 굴림의 유리 보정을 받습니다. 거침없는 쿠시고의 모자. 맨손 공격으로 피해를 주면 선이 끝날 때까지 주문 내성 난이도의 1 보너스를 받습니다. 수호자의 대형 독도. 이것 좀 좋아 보이는데 이거 카랄라크 끼워줄까?
Come on, let's go.
Take care now.
이러면은 카랄라크가 아마 근력이 20이 되지. 오케이, 좋았어. 이러면 카랄라크가 더 강력해졌습니다.
At least things have stayed interesting. Light on my feet.
Our asses.
Hey, it's Damon. Let's say hi.
자, 다문입니다.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, 2 things. Good news and bad news.
뭐부터 들을래?
The good news, obviously.
I only need 1 more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to
touch people.
Exactly.
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing.
Hang on. I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
자, 철을 넘겨주자. 이제 승부를 봐야지.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. Can we go to bed now?
Hold on, Karlak. There's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
모든 일엔 순서가 있는 거잖아. 이제 누구든 만들 수 있게 됐어. 축하부터 해야지.
Right? All this doom and gloom. I have something far more exciting on my mind than this bloody tin box. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, alright?
좋아요. 드디어 이제 카랄라크가 불타지 않고 살 수 있게 되었습니다.
This is the best day. The best day.
네가 행복해 보이니 다행이야.
Me too. Whenever you want to turn in, I'd love to take this whole touch thing for a test drive. I know we have important things to do, but we deserve a little sweetness too.
오늘 밤 정말 기대되는데.
Oh man, I can't wait.
좋아요. 어쨌든 잘 됐군, 잘 됐어. 자, 다문한테 그리고 물건들을 좀 더 살 수 있을 겁니다. 얘기 좀 해봅시다.
Glad you and Karlak are all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift harper's fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
흥미로운 재료.
I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I could sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
지옥의 가면을 찾았는데 이걸로 뭐라도 만들 수 있겠어?
Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you have?
가면 3개가 있어.
I thought I sniffed American scent somewhere. These must have been a pain to get a hold of. American masks are brittle, so what I make won't last as long as my usual pieces. There. Be careful who sees you using that. You might draw the wrong sort of eyes.
자, 올선의 폭약.
Need anything?
자,
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand. There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
자, 금이난 지옥 어스른 갑옷.
Need anything?
뭐가 있는지 보여줘. 자, 생명력 탈취검. 발열도끼. 그림자 소나기검. 가시검. 암흑불 단검. 하모니움 미늘참. 보리갑옷. 기본적으로 살 건 별로 없긴 하네요. 충전된 결속 전쟁 망치.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Burning through our oil, but she'll just about do. Burning through our...
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Floric.
Hells. I know that voice. Will? In Timora's name, what happened to you?
The Hells have had their vengeance, and I doubt they are done with me.
Ye gods. Fate has no shortage of troubles to burden us with. We believe the cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in?
아직은 못 찾았어.
I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then.
그렇구만. 어떻게 발더스 게이트로 갈 거야?
I half expect to die trying, but I prefer that to standing on the sidelines while you risk everything. My role here is limited. I can be put to better use convincing the Council to send reinforcements to help rescue the Duke. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us. I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. I never really told you the story of me and Gortash, did I? Let me set the stage. The year, 10 Air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Gortash. I respected him so much at the time. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. I never found out what Gortash got in exchange. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. No. But they always seem to get it, don't they?
어떻게든 잘못되게 만들어줘야지 그러면. 자, 아트 컬러.
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
다니엘은 누구야?
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him.
노래를 들어본 적 있어?
No, not till I met Art, anyway. Seems to be all he remembers.
그렇구만. 개인 소지품은 어때?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
뭐가 나온지 한번 알아볼게. 자, 다른 편지. 배정 아트 컬러, 계급 위관, 예로부터 지역 유지인 토른 과목의 캐릭터룸이 관리하는 다른 못한 내부 현황 관련 및 주변 정보 수집. 최유빛 여관의 숙소를 잡고 현재 치유소를 조사하라. 부패 징후가 보고됐으니 확증은 없는 실정이다. 해당 지역의 토른 가문은 대대로 셀론의 신도였으나 샤 교단의 영향력에 잠시되고 있다는 위험비가 돌고 있다. 조사 후 결과를 보거라. 엘탄 대군.
The House of Healing. Wonder what he found.
드디어 할신과 얘기할 때입니다.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
최후의 빛 여관에 불주먹 대원이 하나 있어. 저주에 당해서 정신을 완전히 놓았지만 세니알이란 소년 얘기를 중얼대더군.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
좋아요. 뿅 하고 사라졌네.
Thaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel.
좋은 생각 있어?
If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it.
내가 한번 알아볼게.
I don't deserve you, my friend.
좋아요. 일단 이쪽 퀘스트도 진행이 됐고 자, 한 손금 잤다 갑시다. 아, 왜 또 뭐야? 왜?
Playtime's over, pet. I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil, and a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers, and you're getting him out.
악마가 그렇게 강력한데 어떻게 잡을 수 있었던 거야?
Well, your playmate's wasting precious time.
얼씨구?
Let's see about getting her priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse abeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure.
아, 너 그놈의 계약서 진짜.
I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
뭐라, 그래? 한 가지 조건이 있어.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
위를 계약에서 풀어주면 이 자산을 구출하겠다.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
광신도들이 그 자산을 감염시키도록 들 수도 있지. 충성스러운 종이 될 텐데. 그렇지.
Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon
아우,
soulbearer's fulfillment of related
아
obligations.
보험 계약서예요? 진짜 이런.
Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
아주 그냥 가지가지한다 진짜.
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere.
왜 찾아?
Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for.
뭐 그래?
Perfect. I knew you would understand.
네가 그렇다면 그런 거겠지.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
얼마 안 있으면 사라질 거야. 널 계약에서 풀어주게 되겠지.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. Not just rot. I'd have to fight. One of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War.
그런 일은 일어나지 않을 거야.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
우리 카랄라크도 할 말이 있는 것 같네요.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
그래도 마지막 과업이잖아.
I want to believe that as much as you do. Almost as much as Will does. But I just know there will be more to the story. There always is. It's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You'd never win. Not ever.
자, 찾아. 왜 또?
The voice of the Absolute is strong here. And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
그들한텐 내 도움이 필요했으니까.
Not everyone would have helped. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
내가 도와줄 수 있는 게 있을까?
I'm afraid this burden is one I have to carry alone. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me.
그렇게 되도록 두지
I
않겠어.
know. I'm glad you're on my side. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
아이씨 공연 또 실패. 고양이 이름이 구강퇴하야. 자, 짧지만 오늘 오후 방송은 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 제가 내일 바로 출장을 가기 때문에 목요일까지 제가 없습니다. 여튼 다녀오도록 하죠. 다들 좋은 주말 되시고 뭐 다음 주에 봅시다. 네. 다녀오겠습니다.